talk about compelling matchups. Alex Perez, bro. This is a dude, a former title challenger, fought Davison Figueiredo, right? The former boogeyman of the flyweight division. And now he's lined up against Manel Kape. And what this tells me is that they're giving Manel Kape the opportunity to re-earn that place that when he originally came into the UFC, this dude was automatically like back up for title fights and all that. Now you had your ups and downs, and it's time to get after it, man. So I don't know, man. What do you think about this? Alex Perez is a longer tenured UFC fighter, but Manel Kape, this is Starboy, former Rising champion, dude with a lot of skill, a dude who can really pick you apart. What's the path to victory for both fighters?
Man, and the thing that excites me about Cop, I should say, is it's his time, man. He's found his groove. This dude has full belief in himself. I think for Starboy, you do everything like you have, man. Put the pressure on him, work for the takedowns, throw those big bombs over the top, keep him guessing, keep Perez guessing on exactly what's going to happen in there, and control the fight. Make this your time. Be the star boy and control your opposition. Yeah. Easier said than done for Perez, who admittedly has had a little bit of time off, kind of fallen in that obscurity, and not a lot of people, except for the hardcores, remember this dude. But Perez is a hell of a fighter. I mean, if you go back and look, like you said, title contention for a long time, we were calling for Perez to come back and fight the Pantosias and all that stuff, and it ends up he did. Or I know there was a big time where he was trying to fight Matt Schnell, which, good or bad, I mean, that would have been an exciting one too. I think it's going to be exciting for Perez right here, man. The leg kicks, going to be stopping Starboy, having the quickness, because that's what Perez is fast, man. This boy can strike too. So if you're able to stun Starboy, get him seeing what you didn't expect, or you expect to be the faster guy in there. Next thing you know, you're getting picked apart. You're not seeing the strikes coming. If Perez can get that going, I think that's an X factor he has. Now it's an intangible. Can he actually grab that? We'll see. Do you see any other points to victory right here?
Oh, man. I mean, I imagine that he wants to give, Alex Perez wants to give Manel Kape the Mateus Nicolau approach, right? Give him that treatment, you know what I mean? Beat up the legs, get active early, and just Manel Kape, sometimes he's still prone to a little bit of that slow start, right? So just get up early, do what you can, take the fight to the ground if you can, and then try to work your submissions. But then again, Alex Perez, you might have a little of a little PTSD or something like that, man. You get choked out 2 fights in a row, guillotine in a rear naked, you might not want to be on the ground. Especially, look at that, Manel Kape, plus 475 submission prop against an Alex Perez. So it's like, But let's take a look at this, because you mentioned it earlier. Canceled fights, man. If you're an Alex Perez, you're right, man. It's not this dude's fault. Look at this, bro. Look at all of the canceled fights between these fights, man. So, he was on a solid run until he loses to the champ, Davison Figueiredo, and then Matt Schnell, that one got matched up 5 times or whatever, right? Askar Askarov, no longer in the promotion. Amir Albazi, Kaikar of France, right? And then now it's Manel Kape. So, a lot of inactivity, 1 fight in 2020, no fights in 2021, 1 fight in 2022, and now it's 2023, and they're trying to get back after it, man. So I do think that this is a winnable fight for Alex Perez. Don't get me wrong. Manel Kape is by no means just proven to be a true world beater yet, but a convincing win here against Alex Perez, former title challenger, a dude who's fought Alexandre Pantoja, who is arguably going to be the next title challenger. A big win here, man, puts Manel Kape in a fantastic spot. I just think Manel Kape is too sharp of a striker, going to be better on the counters, and if he can avoid getting taken down and controlled and submitted, I just think a decision victory is a very clear path here for Manel Kape. Even though these are flyweights and you want to see guaranteed violence, TKOs, and things of that nature, I think a decision for Manel Kape could be a pretty good play. What do you think?
It's almost hard not to choose decision on this one, Derek, because of the skill of both these fighters, man. And that's what comes into play for me right here. Unless somebody gets caught early, unless, the speed of one of these fighters is just too much for the other one and they're not able to see it, they're having an off night, they get caught, they get wrecked. It's how it goes. I see both of these fighters going the distance, man. So it's hard not to choose decision. And plus 275 isn't bad. I mean, that plus 200 TKO for Manel Kape. If anything, if that happens, I see it happening early, round and a half, somewhere in there. But I mean, I don't know, man. That it's interesting to see the plus 425 submission for Perez against the plus 475 submission for Kape. I think there's some interesting number magic going on right there. That might be something to look at, folks. But Either way, I'm rocking with Cop, and I'm taking the decision.
Yeah.
Give me that plus 275 all day.
It's funny you said that because when I was putting this down, like I was entering the graphic, I was like, is this right? Am I entering this in wrong? And I had to double check it a couple times, and I was like, no, that's right. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. That's how they feel about Alex Perez, I guess. You know what I mean? But either way, Starboy with the decision victory, Bloody Water Podcast consensus pick right there.